So this is going to be my review of Sci-Fi's new show, Z Nation. Now, Z Nation is a apparently 13-episode, so far in the first season, depending on if it gets renewed or not, zombie series that is pretty much... What I'd like to say with Z Nation is it's pretty much Walking Dead if it didn't take itself seriously. And don't get me wrong, there are some dramatic moments in Z Nation, but for the most part it's more like, yeah, we're in a zombie universe, let's have fun with it. And yeah, I gotta say, I really enjoy this. Now, another thing that this is that Z Nation is from the same people who gave us Sharknado. Yeah, this is from the Asylum. Yeah, I think this is also the Asylum's first TV show. I could be wrong, but I think this is their first TV series. Oh no, the Asylum is becoming embroiled. Well, then again, the Asylum does do awesome things in the past, like, well, stupidly awesome. I mean, I love Sharknado 2 more than I did the first one. And, the other thing is that with, there's a Sherlock Holmes parody they did that was parodying the, Robert Downey Jr. movie, but instead that Sherlock Holmes movie had, Sherlock Holmes fight a robot dragon, a miniature T-Rex, a giant squid, and his brother, and Mycroft was the villain, who was in a giant steampunk Iron Man suit. How awesome is that? You can go find that on Netflix, I swear to God, you can go find that right now on Netflix, depending if they took it down. Netflix tends to take down stuff, but hopefully it's still there. Anyway, getting back to this. So, this story is that, the story is, so far, now there's only been 3 episodes, soon to be 4 as of this recording, but 3 episodes so far is that the story is that a group of survivors have encountered a soldier who is escorting a former criminal who has been bitten multiple times and survived a zombie attack. Basically what happened was that the inmate was forced into a experiment that gave him a drug into his that more or less increased his antibodies. And now he's impervious to zombie infections, to a zombie bite, basically. And his blood can be a vaccine. And the whole thing is that they have to get him to this base in California. But however, the soldier dies, and the other survivors are pretty much like, all right, we'll go, we'll finish the mission for him. And I really do like that. You know, it's a nice combination of gore and it's a nice mixture of gore, drama, and comedy. This show really acknowledges, hey, this world ain't so bright, and you know, we can't really live in an amoral world. What I like about this also is that this is not like with Walking Dead, where every day it's like, oh, we live in an amoral world and we got to make tough choices. No, in this world it's like, well, it's been 3 years since the zombie apocalypse broke out, so might as well be a little amoral and, you know, make all the wrong choices for the right reasons. And while at the same time, let's have fun with it. Let's crack some smiles. This is, I think, and the thing is that I like Walking Dead and all, but I'm starting to like this because this doesn't take itself seriously. I'm more inclined with zombie apocalypses when the characters are having fun. So I do like that. I really do like that, you know, they still have the same kind of drama. There are dramatic moments. You do really feel bad for some of these characters. But on the other hand, they're more like, well, it's kind of like Zombieland. Yeah, it's kind of, in that way, it feels more like Zombieland than it does Walking Dead. Speaking of which, there's a nice little Walking Dead reference in the first episode. You don't see anyone, but they talk about this former sheriff at a prison. I'm just saying. But yeah. The characters themselves are pretty good. The acting is so-so, but then again, you're watching a show that is made by the people who made Sharknado. Do not expect great things, people. That's all I'm going to say. Do not expect great things from a show that is from the same people who made Sharknado, among other horrible parodies. But yeah, the zombie makeup itself is meh. It's not. Again, I don't want to compare this to Walking Dead. But if you're looking for, like, grade A zombie, you're looking for grade A zombie makeup and stuff, it's not here. I mean, they do look decent, and there are some actually really good gore and kill scenes in here. And there's also some great humor. Like, one scene where one of the characters named 10,000, he's called that because his whole thing is that he wants to be called 10,000, then he'll change his name to, I think, Jason or something, if I remember right. But there's a moment where he and two other members of the group are talking. He's like, I never saw porn," and they're like, "What? You've never seen what? That was before my time. Is porn good?" And the other two survivors look at one another. They're just like, "Yeah, man, it's really good." The best part is that it's an old man and a young woman who say that. It's like, "Yeah, porn is amazing. We'll find you, if we find any, we'll send it to you." But yeah, so far in the series is that it's mostly talking about the character, one of the main characters, the former convict who was given the vaccine, more or less, in his system, and how he didn't want to do this. He was forced against his will, and now he has to be the hope and savior of mankind, and he hates it. He's also been kind of traumatized after being mauled by zombies. I don't blame him. If I was mauled by zombies and lived somehow, I would kind of have a phobia too. I mean, being afraid, running scared shitless from zombies is a given, but surviving the attack and always afraid, and also having that fear of, being humanity's last hope for survival, kind of really messes with your psyche. What I really like is that even though he's mentally damaged, he's still kind of witty and he's kind of sarcastic and the bring down of the group. The other characters are all good. We don't really know much about their stories, although one of them, named Sunshine, was a member of a cannibal cult, which was disturbing. And what I like is that they don't really... they are kind of acknowledging the other characters like Sunshine and 10,000's origin stories into very early, so they don't have to go back to them. They're kind of open-shut origin stories so far. But then again, 10,000's backstory hasn't been premiered as of this recording, but it will be tonight, so go check that out if you're interested. Another thing is that I think they know their budget, and that's why we kind of see... Because there are moments in here like, oh, we're in Philadelphia now. It's not Philadelphia. Oh, we're in such and such place. And, yeah, apparently most of the filming was in Washington, and they try their damnedest to make everything look like, the certain states they're in. And it's kind of hilarious, but then again, there's also some great zombie kills. Let's talk about that real quick. There's some great zombie kills, like they take the Liberty Bell to a bunch of zombies. There's, there's burning zombies. There's also baby zombies, Amish zombies. Yeah, Amish zombies are a thing. It's all around... This show is just all around fun. It knows what it's being. It still has the dramatic moments, but at the same time it realizes, hey, in this universe, it's not like we're trying to figure out the right... do the right thing for all the wrong reasons. We're already doing that. We have to look out for ourselves. No one's going to come to help us. And, we're pretty much humanity's last hope for survival. So let's do this shit. So they kind of get that, the dramatic, the major moral quandaries out of the way real quick because they live in this world and they're kind of accustomed to it. So, yeah, they tend to do this themselves. All the characters are pretty much likable. Then again, acting's not too great, but you can't hold it from the makers of Sharknado. You can't hold it against them that much. But everyone does their part pretty well. The zombie kills are really fun. There's some really good humor here, and it's almost cartoonish sometimes. I kind of like that. Again, this does have a very Zombieland feel. It's kind of like a good mashup of The Walking Dead and Zombieland. That's the best way I could describe it. Is that it does have a bit of the drama of Walking Dead, but it does have the fun and tight-knit organization that Zombieland had. So this is a really fun show. I highly recommend it. I know it's been kind of getting low ratings apparently, but I really do enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. I always get excited to see it, and it's just a lot. That's all I can say. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it off here. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Go check out this show if you haven't already. It's on Sci-Fi Network. I don't think I said that earlier, but yeah, it's on the Sci-Fi Network. Go check it out. And once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.